Hi there, Lindsay here, and I wanted to share with you one of my favorite single-serve muffin recipes from the Trim Healthy Mama Cookbook. Stick around. So one of my favorite breakfast recipes to do is the Strawberry Muffin from the Trim Healthy Mama Cookbook, and it is on page 281. I'm not sure if my lighting is gonna cooperate with me here. But this particular recipe is really good. It's a single serve, and I'm gonna go get all of my ingredients out of the fridge and pantry and get an apron on because I'm gonna make a mess probably, and I will meet you right back here. I have my strawberries. They are frozen. You can use frozen or fresh, and I just ran out of fresh strawberries. So I'm gonna let these thaw for a few minutes while I mix up the rest of the batter. I have my homemade baking blend. I have my homemade super sweet. I have some cottage cheese, some baking powder, strawberry flavoring, some liquid egg whites. You can choose to use regular eggs if you wish. I just happen to have these on hand since it is almost grocery day. I've got my pan with my liners in it, and I've got some things to mix here. So I'm gonna go through and leave my strawberries here to try and thaw. And while that is happening, I am going to pour in my egg whites. I really enjoy using these large Pyrex measuring cups. Well, this is Anchor. These large measuring cups just because I use less dishes and it functions the same as a bowl. So I'm going to get my baking blend. And this is a fuel pull recipe. And you know, I usually see people doing the chocolate muffin in a mug, or, you know, just those kind of more chocolatey kind of peanut buttery treats or muffins and such. But I really enjoy kind of the freshness of the strawberries right now in the summertime. I'm going to get some sweet blend in here. And you know, I feel like sweetener is kind of one of those to taste ingredients. I've got some strawberry extract here, and this is just the Watkins brand. And again, this is just kind of a to taste thing. I don't, I'm all out of that now. So then I'm gonna add in some cottage cheese. And this one, I'm really not fond of super exact measurements. And I don't know if that's just me or if that is most people. And then I'm gonna grab a teaspoon measure for my baking powder. Okay, all of my ingredients except for my frozen strawberries are now in my mixing bowl. I'm gonna just give this a little quick stir with my fork here. One thing I am gonna add is I'm gonna add a little salt to this. Just 2 grinds maybe. I find that with alternative sweeteners, using a little bit of salt really rounds out the flavor nicely. Kind of like whenever you use coffee to round out the flavor of chocolate. Okay, so now we need to slice up a few of these frozen strawberries, which have not really softened up too much. In this particular recipe, you can do it in the microwave if you wish. I've got my oven preheated to the appropriate temperature. And now my herd of elephants have come downstairs to help. Yes, baby. I'm gonna make some strawberry muffins.
Yum, yum, yum.
You can tell these have been in the freezer for a hot minute. Those are strawberries that I am chopping up to put in my muffin.
Yum, strawberry muffins. Okay,
well, this one is a mama recipe. You got to have your breakfast already, didn't you?
But then It looks yummy. But I'm gonna...
You're gonna what, baby?
Try it.
Oh, you are? Are you going to ask politely to try it? Okay. If you ask politely, I will gladly share some with you.
Please. You're gonna use a colorful. Oh, nice.
All right, strawberries are chopped up. Get those in here. Get those dispersed evenly. I know you can't see, it's because you're very short.
Here.
I need a little bit of cooking spray because even though these silicone liners are helpful, just in case.
Go show these liners. Colorful ones.
Okay, I'm going to use my big scooper here. These scoopers I got at Walmart for around $7 or $8, and you can buy like the really nice ones from Pampered Chef. Oh, my oven's ready. You can buy the really nice ones from Pampered Chef, which would be great, but I am content to use these that I was able to find locally at just the Walmart. And I think I might have enough batter for one more. So we shall add another. Yes, baby. Yes. All right. So I've got my pan all loaded up with my muffins. I've managed to get 5 out of a double batch. The recipe tells us that it makes 1 large muffin in a mug or 2 smaller muffins in the oven, and I'm choosing to use the oven this morning. And I am going to bake these off for about 15 minutes or so. I'll probably put them in for about 13 minutes and see where they're at, and probably rotate the pan a little bit just because you know your oven best. Do what makes your oven work the most effectively. So I'll get these in, tidy up, and see you back here with some baked up muffins. My timer has gone off. I've got some of the kitchen tidied up. I'm gonna take a peek at these muffins and see where we're at. And they're looking pretty good. I'm gonna rotate them around. Oh, I didn't touch the timer. I'm gonna rotate them around and check them in about 3 minutes. So my timer has gone off again. I don't normally use the timer, but whenever I'm trying to clean up the kitchen and manage the tiny humans and do all of the things on a church morning, I do use the timer. So I'm gonna pull these out and let's take a look. These are looking beautiful. They don't get a nice dome on them the way that you would expect like regular white flour muffins to get, because they're not. These are a Trim Healthy Mama Fuel Pool Breakfast single serve that I have doubled, and it's made me 5 muffins, and I really enjoy these. They're a little bit too hot to eat right this instant. I'm going to turn off my oven here. They're a little bit too hot to eat right this very minute. I'm going to let them cool down for just a couple of minutes, and I will probably have them today with a little bit of Greek yogurt with that I mix with stevia, and then a cup of coffee. And I will probably put a little bit of butter on them, which will take this over into S mode, and I'm perfectly content with that because I'd like to stay full until lunchtime. So I thank you so much for watching this Trim Healthy Mama recipe video, and I'll come back to you with more in the future. Bye.